Hey everyone, here's Money Gist Update. I'm Olayemi Dada. The newly renovated National Arts Theatre in Lagos has officially reopened, now rebranded as the Wole Soyinka Centre for Culture and the Creative Arts. At the ceremony, CBN Governor Olayemi Cardoso described the iconic edifice as a symbol of national renewal. He said the N68 billion naira project, funded by the Bankers Committee, was more than a facelift. It's a deliberate investment in Nigerian youth, Nigerian stories, and Nigeria's place on the global creative stage. Cardoso highlighted the huge potential of the creative economy, calling it an engine of growth capable of generating billions for the country. He also stressed that the project proves how much Nigeria can achieve when public and private sectors unite behind a shared vision.
The Wole Soyinka Centre is more than a renovation. It is a rebirth. The iconic silhouette has been preserved while delivering world-class performance halls, cinema spaces, exhibition galleries, an African literature library, rehearsal rooms, media and medical facilities, and fully modernized infrastructure.
The renaming of the theatre in July 2024 was President Bola Tinubu's idea, honoring Nobel Laureate Wole Soyinka, a man whose works put Nigeria on the global map both in the arts and in human rights advocacy. At the reopening, President Tinubu praised the CBN and the Bankers Committee for their role and even pledged to contribute to a proposed endowment fund for the centre.
And it's not a bad thing for us to use this opportunity to create jobs, maintenance, accessibility, and commitment. This place will not go derelict again.
And to cap it all, the newly formed CBN Apex Choir delivered a stirring performance of the national anthem, adding color to a historic night for Nigeria's creative industry. The Central Bank Governor Olayemi Cardoso is set to deliver a landmark lecture this Friday, October 3rd at Lagos Business School. The event, themed Next Generation Leadership in Monetary Policy and Nation Building, will kick off the brand new CBN Governor's Lecture Series, a 3-year collaboration with top universities across the country. This first edition also marks 2 years of Team Cardoso at the helm of the central bank, a period focused on price stability, transparency, and making monetary policy more relevant to everyday Nigerians. The lecture series is part of Cardoso's broader push to deepen public understanding, spark innovation, and build a more inclusive financial system while positioning Nigeria as a leader in Africa and beyond. Since taking office in 2023, Cardoso has stressed one thing: monetary policy must connect to the realities of ordinary citizens. Price stability, he argues, is the foundation of sustainable growth and protecting livelihoods. Friday's lecture is expected to draw top policymakers, business leaders, academics, and students, all coming together to discuss how monetary policy shapes stability, growth, and nation building. The federal government has stepped in to end the strike at the Dangote refinery. After 2 days of tough talks in Abuja, Labour Minister Mohammed Maigari Dingyadi and security chiefs brokered a truce between refinery management and the oil workers union Pengasan. Here's the deal. Over 800 workers affected by a recent restructuring will be reassigned to other Dangote Group companies with no loss of pay. In return, Pengasan has suspended the strike, allowing operations at the 650,000 barrels per day refinery to resume. The strike, which started Monday, was triggered by claims that Nigerian workers were being pushed out in favor of expatriates, a charge the refinery denies, saying it was simply reorganizing for efficiency and safety. The minister stressed that workers' rights to unionize are protected by law and warned against any form of victimization going forward. Why does this matter? The $19 billion refinery, which only began operations this year, is seen as critical to cutting Nigeria's reliance on imported fuel. A prolonged shutdown could have meant more inflation and fuel shortages at a time Nigerians are already squeezed by subsidy reforms. For now, both sides are cautiously optimistic. The union says it will monitor compliance, while Dangote insists it remains committed to putting Nigerians first. That's Money Gist Update. I'm Olayemi Cardoso. Share your thoughts below and stay tuned for more.